I got this horse recently, and he's a little funny about his head. Do you have some tips that can help, training him to be better about the dewormer?
I do. There are a lot of horses that have had a bad experience at some point in their life, and so it takes retraining, basically. You've got to be patient. You've got to just take time. Deworming is not an emergency, so take time just to let them get used to something in their mouth or handling their head and mouth. It's really important to have good space, like a stall. It's not too small that they feel trapped, but it's confined so they can't get away from you. Don't ever put a horse in cross ties when you're trying to train them. You want to make sure they can't rear up and flip over and harm themselves or someone else. When you're starting to train them, just let them get used to handling their face. Don't ever rush at them. Be really gentle. Just take your time. Kind of let them get used to the whole process. It's good to have a treat or something to make this a more pleasant experience. Caro syrup or some molasses is a really good idea. I like to start by just holding onto the halter and just putting my thumb in the corner of their mouth so they get used to that feeling. You can squirt just a little bit of the Caro syrup or molasses so they associate it with a good experience, and then walk away and come back the next day and do it again. Some horses will really take a lot of time to get them used to this, but it's something that they've got to have done for the rest of their life. Some horses, you might have to try to hold on to them a little better, but don't rush at them. Take your time and just let them get used to having your hand under their jaw so you can hold on a little better, and then you can gently put a syringe in the side of their mouth. Be careful though, they'll throw their head up sometimes. You don't want to get hit in the face. So when you're starting to try administering an anthelmintic, you want to be very gentle. Don't jam it into their mouth. You're just going to set it on top of their tongue. So just put your thumb in the corner of their mouth, just set the anti-parasitic on their tongue, and then administer it. Make sure their mouth is clean before you do it, because quite often they'll spit a lot of food out, and the paste or gel will be attached to that, so you don't want them to spit it out.
If they're real bad about it, are there other options that we have?
There are. Actually, you can top dress a daily dewormer. It works quite well for some horses because there are some that you're just not going to be able to train. Top dressing with a daily dewormer is very easy. The container comes with a dosing scoop, so it just has the dose per pound body weight on the scoop. You just have to use weight tape or calculation to determine the body weight of your horse, and then to scoop the appropriate amount. And for a 1,000-pound horse, this is the appropriate scoop, and you're just going to put it on top of your grain. It's an alfalfa flavor. Most horses really enjoy it. It's very palatable. But if you're concerned that they won't like it, you can just mix it in with the grain that you're feeding. And this is a once-a-day dosing.
Great. Good tips. We'll try them.
Thanks. I hope it helps.